Hi friends, welcome back to Code with Vanga channel. Today we are going to learn about if conditions in C Sharp. So after completing this video, you will come to a very good understanding about if condition, if else, if else if and nested if conditions. Now let's see what is an if condition in C Sharp. An if statement is a decision making statement in C Sharp. It allows a program to execute a block of code only when a condition is true. Why do we use if? In real life, we make decisions like if it rains, take an umbrella. If marks are high, give a grade A. Similarly, in C Sharp, if condition is true, run the code. If condition is false, skip the code. How it works? The program checks the condition inside if. If condition is true, code executes. If condition is false, code is ignored. Important points in if condition. Condition must return a boolean value, either true or false. This is very important point, either true or false it must return. Uses a comparison operators, equal operator, not equal to operator, greater than operator, less than operator, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to operator. Can also use a logical operators and or operator. Types of if statements. Simple if executes only when condition is true. If else executes one block if true, another if fails. If else used for multiple conditions. And the fourth one is nested if inside another if. Flow of execution, condition and check, decision, execute or skip. Real life analogy. Think of if like a security guard. If you have a ID, allow entry, else deny entry. Key concept. If is the foundation of decision making, control flow, real world logic in programs. Now let's see those in the code. I'm going to create a console project. I've selected new one and project name, and the left side I'm going to select console.app. I'm giving a project name as if condition. Okay, now project has been created, a console project. So first we'll see the examples. First we'll go with if statement, that is called a basic if statement. Basic. Okay, now for illustrate I'm taking int number. I have initialized with 10. Now I will check the condition using if. This is the if keyword we have to use to check the condition. If number greater than 5, number greater than 5, okay, console dot right. I'm giving a number is than 5. Now I'm putting a breakpoint over here. We'll see that how this code executes. Console dot read line. to display the, to show the results, we have to use read line or read key. Now I've saved the project. Now I run the project. It is if condition. Yes. Run the project to show the result. See, build succeeded. Now, for example, see, look at here. Here the number is 10. Okay. 10 greater than 5. Look at here. Now this condition becomes true. Look at here. Number is true. Then condition is true. Then the next line is going to be executed. So it is going to print that the number is greater than 5. This is for only if statement. Now we have another statement which is if else. If else. Statement. Now I'm going to take a integer. Age I have assigned with 16. In the if else statement, I'm checking again condition because we have to use if keyword na. If age greater than or equal to 16, you are an adult. You are an adult. Okay. Now, if age is below 16, now we have to add another condition, that is else condition. Else condition. I'm going to write you are a minor. Now the previous statements, I'm going to add a comment over there. Now we'll check that if age is 16, if this condition is true, this line will get printed. If condition is false, this line will get printed. Now I run the program to see the result. See here what happened. You are an adult because age is 16 greater than 16 greater than or equal to 18, or else we can give 18 also. That is also true one. Now 16, look at here, 16 is greater than or equal to 18. This condition is false. Now if we want to see that, once again I'm putting a breakpoint over here. Now look at here, to check that if condition, select that line and go to quick watch. Okay, now selecting that quick watch. I need to stop that. Okay, now I've selected into. So look at here, age 16 is greater than or equal to 18. That means this condition is false. So the output, look at here, you are a minor. For example, if age is 20, now what will happen? I stop the program. Now again I am running the program. Look at here, quick watch. Look at it, it's a true, because if the true is, this line will get printed. Okay, you are an adult. Now let's see with another example. If else. Okay, now I'm commenting these lines because this will give unnecessary disturbance to that. Okay, I'm removing the breakpoint. Now we'll go with if else statement. Statement. Now I'm going to take int score is 75. Now we'll check the conditions here. Look at here. If score is greater than or equal to 90, greater than or equal to 90. Here we are checking the greater than or equal to 90. Here we are checking with operators. Okay. Console dot grade A. Now we'll give another condition, the next line, that starts with else if. Else if, here we can check for multiple condition. If the score is greater than or equal to 75, then grade B. Again we can check another condition, else if the score is greater than or equal to 60, then what is the output here? Grade C. So we should remove the space from here. Okay, even we can check that the score is always end with the last condition is else only. Grade F. Okay, now we have written the statements. Now we'll check the one by one line. What we have written here, look at here. If the score is 75, now score is 75 is greater than or equal, so this condition will not executed, this condition will get executed. Now if I want to see that, I'll put a breakpoint over here, and I'll put a breakpoint over here, I'll put a breakpoint over here, a breakpoint over here. Now I run the program. See, we'll see that first. Look at here. Here the score which we have given is 75. So now we'll check this condition. What happens here? It is giving true. So this line will get executed. So grade B is executed. Now if I change the score into 95, okay, now I start the program. Look at here. Now this score will check the condition. Add quick watch. This is true. So this will get printed. Grade A. Now if I change the score into 65, now I run the program to see the result. See, look at here. This is 65 and 60. Now quick watch. This is true. So this code will get printed. Okay. Now, if I change the score into 35, which is 35, no? Now I run the code. Look at here. So this is going to be print because the score is, there is no condition for that score. Only we are checking with 65, 75, 90, 35. Then the last result will get printed. This is all about if else, if else. Now we'll see with if statements with boolean types. I'll remove all the breakpoints over here because for looking it's not good. Okay, I'm commenting all these lines. Now if statement with boolean variable. Okay, now see, I'm going to take a boolean that type is online, go to true. If is online, because we are directly checking with the true now, user is console dot user is online. Then else is there na, there is offline. Now we'll see, because directly we are giving with a true condition, this code will get printed. I run the program. Look at here the output, user is online. Now if I change true to false, user is offline. Look at here, because we have changed the true. Now we'll go with nested if statements. I'm commenting all these lines. Nested if statement. I'll take a int number. I was say initialized with 8. Now if number greater than 0, then we need to add another if condition over here. If number modulus operator, that means it condition is even number 0, console dot positive line, positive number, positive even number. Positive odd number. See what we have written over here. We are checking nested if condition. There is a if condition, inside there is another if condition. Now I'll put a breakpoint over here. I start the program and again I'm going to run the program. We'll see the result. See, first this condition is true because 8 is greater than 0. Now this condition we are checking. Going to quick watch. Okay, this is also true because 8 by 2 equal to 0, because it's a modulus operator. It will print positive even odd number. Now if I change that 8 to a 7, because it's a odd number na. Now look at here, this will get printed. We'll check the condition and it goes to the else condition, positive odd number, positive odd number. Now again, see what we have learned so far is if conditions. For example, if take that simple if executes only when condition is true, if else executes on one block if true, another if false, if else used for multiple condition, nested if inside another if. So friends, this is all about if conditions. Please like my video, please share it with your friends. Thank you.